Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back another video today, and we're going to be recapping NFL free agency day one. Man, oh man, was this a crazy day for free agency. Signings here and there. Raiders signing their franchise quarterback, or their quarterback for the next 3 years, and Jimmy Garoppolo. We're going to go over it all, or most of it. I wouldn't say it all, but most of everything that happened today. Let's get started. So we're going by team here. We're going to be going by team. It makes it way easier. Not every team made a move today. Most teams did, but here are the teams that we're going to be going over and the players. Some signings did not make this list, but let's go over it. The Buffalo Bills signed Cowboys offensive lineman Connor McGovern to a 3-year, $23 million deal. I like this move for the Bills. They're upgrading their offensive line. Besides that, I have not much to think about this. Then Patriots re-signed Jonathan Jones to a 2-year, $20 million deal. I like this. He was great for them last year. That was the Patriots' only move today. Then the Bengals, with their only move today, they re-signed Jermaine Pratt to a 3-year, $21 million deal. He was really good for them last year on the defense, so that's a good move for them. Pretty cheap as well, only paying him, $8 million a year? So, no, that's less. It's $7 million a year, my bad. So, yeah. And then my Houston Texans, my favorite team, making 6 moves today, signing Mike Boone, backup running back from the Broncos, backup quarterback from the Buffalo Bills, Case Keenum, and actually former Houston Texan, backup tight end from the Broncos, Andrew Beck, defensive end from the Cleveland Browns, Chase Winovich, and Hassan Ridgeway from the San Francisco 49ers, defensive tackle. And the best one of the day for the Texans, safety, and really good safety, Jimmy Ward from the San Francisco 49ers. Not going to talk about any of these signings because I'm a Texans fan. I'm planning to do a recap for the Texans individually, but good. They did decent today. They were really honest with you, not that great, but I love the ending with Jimmy Ward. I like Hassan Ridgeway because he was someone on D'Amico's staff, and I also like Chase Winovich. But if you want to hear me talk more about that, go listen to my Texans video recap. All right, Broncos. Broncos did a lot today. I was really impressed with what they did. Let's go over it. So first, they start with the O-line. They signed Giants offensive lineman Connor McGlinchey to a 4-year, $87 million deal. Then they signed the Ravens offensive tackle Ben Powers to a 4-year, $52 million deal. I love that right there with the signings for your O-line. That's a great start. Then you sign Jarrett Stidham to a 2-year, $10 million deal. I love the insurance just in case Russell Wilson isn't that great. Jarrett Stidham did great for the Raiders last season. Love that right there. And then re-signing Alex Singleton to a 3-year, $18 million deal. I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know who that is. And then signing Zach Allen to a 3-year, $38 million deal, $47 million deal. That's a great signing right there for the Broncos, signing Zach Allen. He's a tremendous defensive end, had a great season last year, but you do lose Dramont Jones. That's why they signed Zach Allen. So it sucks that you're losing on such a good player in Dramont Jones, but got a great replacement in Zach Allen. Broncos did a great job in day one of free agency. Got the reigning champs, Kansas City Chiefs. They are moving on from Orlando Brown, arguably the best free agent available right now. Well, he was actually probably the number one going into free agency, but he's staying that. And they signed Jawan Taylor from the Jaguars to a 4-year, $80 million deal. I like this move for the. I like this move for the Chiefs, but it sucks that they're moving on for Orlando Brown. But you got to pay him a lot, so I understand. Then moving on to the Raiders, they made 2 moves. Of course, they signed Jimmy Garoppolo to a 3-year, $67 million deal. And then they signed Marcus Epps to a 2-year, $12 million deal. And I like those moves. Of course, I like Marcus Epps. He's a decent defensive player. Raiders need to upgrade on their defense. That's what they're doing with that signing. Jimmy Garoppolo, I think he's going to be good for them. And then the Eagles, their only move that they did today, they lost 4 players on their defense, including Marcus Epps, who I just talked about. But the only thing they did was re-sign Jason Kelsey. and he announced on Twitter that he is returning. Commanders, they signed Chiefs O-lineman Andrew Wiley. So another O-lineman is parting ways with the Chiefs, and they also signed Nick Gates. So Commanders added in some nice O-linemen right there. And then the not the Buffalo Bills, the Chicago Bears, who honestly, my opinion, probably were the winners of today's free agency, in my opinion. I love what they did. Bringing in TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds for the defense at the linebacker positions. Both guys were tremendous with tackles last year. Edmonds had 106, was the most for the Bills. And then Edwards was 6 in tackles in the NFL with 159. I love it for them. That's going to be great for their defense. Their defense struggled last year. And then they signed starting guard from the Tennessee Titans, Nate Davis, a 3-year deal. I like that for them. They need old linemen. Now, they still need to do some more work. I think they still need to draft the offensive tackle with the 9th overall pick, but great work there. They also signed DeMarcus Walker to a 3-year, $7 million deal. He's a good defensive end. So they improved with the defense today with DeMarcus Walker, Tremaine Edmonds, and TJ Edwards, and they improved with the offensive line with Nate Davis. I think a great first day for the Chicago Bears. All right, moving on. You got the Lions with signing Cam Sutton to a 3-year, $30 million deal. I love this for the Lions. They need to get a corner. They lost on Jalen Ramsey. He got traded to the Dolphins. Cam Sutton's a great player from Pittsburgh. I think he's going to have a great year in Detroit. Atlanta Falcons with 2 really good signings. They signed David Onyemata from the Saints for a 3-year, $35 million deal. And they signed Jesse Bates from the Bengals to a 4-year, $64 million deal. Proved with the defense a lot. Had to pay some money for it, but I love what they did there. Now, another NFC South team improving on the defense. You got the Panthers signing Shai Tuttle from the New Orleans Saints as well to a 3-year, $19 million deal, and signing Von Bell from the Cincinnati Bengals. So great moves on defense right there by the Panthers to upgrade their defense. And then the 49ers, they make one of the biggest moves of the day. Javon Hargrave going to the San Francisco 49ers for a 4-year, $84 million deal. And then Sam Darnold signing a 1-year contract, this is really interesting because now Sam Darnold's on the 49ers. Does that mean one of Trey Lance or Brock Purdy is going to be traded? I don't think it's going to be Brock Purdy. I think this could possibly mean that Trey Lance could be on his way out of San Francisco. The Steelers, in their only move today, they signed Patrick Peterson, 8-time Pro Bowler. Love the move right there. The Giants made 2 moves today, signing Raheem Nunez and Bobby Okereke. And the Browns signed my favorite team's former player, Ogbo Okokongwo, to a 3-year, $22 million deal. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers re-signed Jamal Dean to a 4-year, $52 million deal. The Titans signed Andre Dillard. The Dolphins make 2 moves. They signed Mike White to a 2-year, $16 million deal. One of my favorite signings of the day, and I'm being serious. I love this move for the Dolphins because this is insurance. Mike White, he was a quarterback last year for the Jets who did a great job. Played great in his starts with the Jets. And with the uncertainty of what happens with Tua and his health, you got a great backup there just in case something happens to Tua. So probably one of the reasons why Mike White went there was because of the fact of Tua could possibly get hurt. But I like how you have a good starter just in case Tua gets hurt. No offense to Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater. They just, honestly, in my opinion, and I'm gonna be honest with you, if you have Mike White in that game against the Bills, I think you have a better shot than you do with Skylar Thompson. Do I think they beat the Bills? No, but I think they have a better shot. So I love the signing to be their backup quarterback. They also signed David Long from the Tennessee Titans for very cheap for a 2-year, $11 million deal. So I love that signing as well to upgrade the defense some more after just adding in Jalen Ramsey. So that was a great move. Then the Vikings, they signed Marcus Davenport to a 1-year, $13 million deal. Love that move there. He's a great player. And then the Seahawks signed Drummond Jones to for a 3-year, $51 million deal. Great move there. The Chargers signed Eric Kendricks. And the last signing of the day, the Colts signed Matt Gay, kicker from the Los Angeles Rams, to a 4-year, $22 million deal. I love that move there. The Colts had kicking issues last year. Matt Gay's a really, really solid kicker, one of the best in the NFL. Probably top 5 kickers in the NFL, I'm probably right on that. But yeah, it was a really solid free agency day one. Excited to see what happens tomorrow. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Your thoughts, and peace out.